Okay, I think we're recording now. So,
All right.
Oh, yep, there's a little clock down there. Okay, so I am Sarah Kate Inmon, and this is my mother, Terry Inmon.
Hi.
She is my right hand, my partner in crime, my support system, all of that into one. So I guess we were having technical difficulties with Jennifer and Jessica, so they just sent me the questions, and we're going to read them off and give you the best answers that we have possible. So here goes nothing.
Or something.
Or something, or a lot, or a disaster. I don't know which one. All right. Fire questions. There's something about kids. I don't have any kids.
You have a dog.
I have a dog. He's my fur baby. His name's Guinness. He's a full-time dog, so he could be considered a child. Except I can leave him at home when I go to work, which is good. Let's see here. What do you like to do at the beach? What don't I like to do?
What don't you like to do at the beach?
Seriously. Pretty much everything. The beach is my solace. The beach is peace and quiet. And the best part about living in Florida is being, being outside. And the beach is, good on a bad day, great on a good day.
That's right.
It's
the whole enchilada.
Yes, it's all everything. It's amazing. They say that salt water cures everything, whether it's the sea or tears or whatever. Doesn't matter. Salt water cures everything, as cliche as that is. Let's see here. Why are you looking in that area for a beach home? So the area that I have been looking in for the past 9-10 months is Cocoa Beach, Florida. And not just specifically Cocoa Beach, Florida, but I've actually narrowed myself down to about this much of Cocoa Beach, Florida, which is about a 2.5-mile strip of A1A between State Road 520 and Patrick Air Force Base.
About midway between those two points.
This is pretty much where the downtown area is, where all the shops and restaurants are. Living in Cocoa Beach has been, a plan of mine for a long time. There's just so much to do there. One, the beach. Two, the river is right on the other side, so I'm pretty much smack dab in between either the beach or the river at any given time. I can walk to either one of those. And it's a great town. There's a lot of history there, close to everything, but not necessarily right on top of everything. It's a lot closer to where I work. There's, it's where Kelly Slater, the professional surfer, came from. He's, grew up in our town, in Cocoa Beach in town, and
it's water everywhere.
Yes, water everywhere. The house that I am purchasing is about 2 blocks from Slater Way. There's a giant statue of Kelly Slater surfing away when you walk into it. So it's kind of cool. It's just a really, semi-quiet. It's not Daytona. It's not Miami. But it's not just a boring little town. Everything is within, walking distance or a short bike ride away from whatever you need. Let's see here.
Is this going to be a vacation home or your permanent home, Sarah Kate?
This will be my permanent home. Mom's ready to move out. So,
time to launch.
Yes. This will be my permanent home. Well, for the meantime, this is going to be my first home. I'm buying it completely on my own, which is super scary.
Very proud.
But I'm excited, and I think that it's going to be a lot of fun. But it will be in my home at least for the next 5-10 years.
No boomerang.
No, hopefully no boomerang. Let's see here. All right. What is your budget? So my budget, I was pre-qualified for $150,000. That being said, there really aren't a lot of houses for sale in Cocoa Beach in that price range. So
under 200, really.
Yeah. Well, even for that.
Yep.
So being in that price range, that really kind of limited me to, and still being in Cocoa Beach, that really kind of limited me to condos or townhouses. And when you're looking at a condo or a townhouse, you have to factor in the cost of HOAs or homeowners association fees. And for some of them, they can get up there. Because, we do have a lot of snowbirds and people who don't want to do anything to their house, and it's a lot easier for them to just pay someone else to do it for them.
And then when they leave, they can just lock the door and go away.
When they're gone for 6 months, there's, somebody there taking care of it. So it makes sense for them. But if it's my permanent home, then it's not necessarily the best, use of my money or return on my investment. So that was kind of a hurdle for me. We've had to factor in that cost into making sure that if I buy a house, whatever I'm paying for it is going to the monthly payment, the mortgage, along with the the homeowners association fee is going to be what I wanted to be comfortable in for my monthly monthly payment. So
you gotta eat.
Yeah, gotta eat. Gotta feed the dog.
Lights are good.
Lights.
AC. It is Florida.
Gotta drive to work, gas for work, things like that. And now money for my remodel. So let's see here. What are you looking for in a home? How many rooms? So since it's just me, I've been looking for at a minimum of two bedrooms. Most of the one bedroom stuff that's in Cocoa Beach tends to be a studio, and I really am looking for something that I can build and make somewhat of an investment on. And with that, taking that into consideration, the second bedroom really does kind of help. Not so much of a studio, something
you
more
don't
of a
want
home.
a crash pad. You want a home.
Yeah, I don't. If I wanted to live in a one bedroom, I'd probably stay with mom forever, which could happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it couldn't. It's time to fly, little birdie. Time to fly. Get your wings.
Stop it.
Sorry.
So we're looking for at a minimum of 2 bedrooms. Right. The house that I purchased is 2 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms. And it's about 2 blocks from the beach. So it's a great little area.
It is a good area.
Why the beach? I think I probably already explained that. It's a great area. Being in Florida, the outdoorsy girl that I am, it just makes sense. And it's where a lot of my friends are. So, my best friend lives 4 blocks down from the house that I just purchased. And, it's about...
You're buying your lifestyle.
Yeah, but it's a good way to put it. I'm buying my lifestyle. And hopefully I can upgrade it.
Hopefully you can.
Yeah.
First things first.
Yes, first things first. Is the home going to be a vacation home or permanent residence? We already answered that. With your budget, what do you think will be challenging? Everything. Let's see here. Challenge is going to be that, living at home, I don't really have any furniture.
Or skills.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Sorry.
You see these hands? These aren't construction hands. But
she's going to develop some.
Yes. So ready to develop some. I have some experience on peeling paint. My older sister bought a house several years ago, and it was in pretty bad shape, and the whole family kind of dug in and went in and did what we needed to do. And
you did show up.
I did show up, and I peeled paint off of walls. I have the scars on my knuckles to prove it. So there's, I've got the skills, and I'm a quick learner. I can figure it out. I have visions. I can see, I have massive visions for this house, and I have a really creative mind. I just don't know how to execute it. So that's kind of a hurdle. So I think that's going to be a challenge for me. In addition to the fact that I am kind of piecing this together as I go, being at a purchase price of $130, it is kind of at the top of where, with the HOA, it's kind of at the top of where I want to be monthly payment wise. So
it's going to be a bite at a time. That's how you eat an elephant, is one bite at a time. It's your elephant.
My elephant
It's
now.
your elephant.
This elephant in the room, I guess.
Right.
So, it'll be project by project. My plan is to kind of attack it from the I wanted to go for the kitchen first, but some issues have popped up in the bathroom during the inspection that we may have to address, and it's ugly. So those are probably going to be my first two projects, and I think that I could probably knock those out, fairly quickly in the first year, ideally. See here. Do you prefer a beach view, beachfront, or beach access? And anything that you don't agree on? Well, obviously,
your budget prefers beach access.
I prefer beachfront, certainly.
So does her mother.
And I would
also
go for a beach view, but
first things first.
This is my first
step
home.
at a time.
Baby steps.
Baby steps.
So
2 blocks from the beach.
Yes, 2
Not
blocks
bad,
from the beach.
Not bad.
Anything you don't agree on? I don't agree with my parents not just buying me a beachfront home.
And we don't agree with her thinking that we need to be doing that. So.
I mean, a girl can dream, right? I can dream.
So can your parents.
Deal breakers for the home. I think obviously your deal breaker was me being in a safe area, probably.
It was absolutely a deal breaker. That was the one thing that I was excited that she let me come along her house hunting things for,
Every
because
time.
I just wanted the right to say, you ain't living here. But she had a pretty good instinct about that as it went along.
Yeah.
And she's also had a good eye for what she thinks she could realistically bite off and chew. The first place that we saw, we were all really excited about. We got in there and it was like War of the Roses falling down. Everything.
It was a HUD home that needed to, literally the back of this house was going to fall
about to
off.
exit the building.
It's pretty intense. So that's a deal breaker. That would have been a deal breaker. I'm completely willing to take on a project, but I can't.
You have to be able to live in it.
I have to be able to live in it, and I don't want to end up in this situation where I can't live there, or because I have seen a lot of houses where it seems like somebody's bought this with the intentions of doing a project and just thrown their hands up halfway and been like, here, if you want to buy it, you can pick up where I left off, because I'm
broke.
I'm out. Yeah,
and
I'm broke. That's a deal breaker.
And divorced now.
So yeah.
Well,
no spouse, no problem. So I guess that would be too big of a project. Could be a deal breaker for me, as well as not being within walking distance. So really staying within that 2.5 mile radius that I had set forth was a big deal
Not
for
being
me.
in a big complex. You did not want to be around all the commandos.
They're called condo commandos. Cocoa Beach is full of retirees who have moved here from all over the place
to enjoy the things we enjoy.
Yes, but
Beautiful
they
weather.
Also don't like to enjoy anything. They just like to sit in quiet and die.
And they want you to be quiet with them.
Yes, they like naps on Saturdays.
So it's best to leave them in their big complex and you go to something a little more small and personal.
Yes. And with those condo commandos come a lot of dog restrictions. So obviously Guinness is my, like I said, fur baby. So we're a package deal, and he's going to come with me wherever. So it had to be a place that had a yard and an area for him to kind of go outside and enjoy the things that I like to enjoy, because he's my little sidekick. So let's see here.
Would have been nice to have a garage.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
No, but...
You have a side yard.
I have a side yard.
You have a vacant lot right next door that's been vacant for a long time. You can throw a mad frisbee in there.
I can. Yep, it's a frisbee lot. All right, so purchased home renovation questions. We found a home listed for blank and got it for blank. Oh,
well.
So the house that I am in the process of closing on right now, is a bank-owned property. So we found a home listed for $119,000.
In the same building that she had looked at a home listed for $169.
We can get to that.
Yeah,
we can get to that.
All right. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead.
All right. we found a home listed for $119,000 and got it for $130,000. So, yeah, it wasn't exactly a bargaining down. It went the opposite way. But that's pretty much par for the course in Cocoa Beach right now. The
Especially
market
Cocoa
is
Beach.
on fire down here, and especially this time of year too. A lot of people from Canada move down here. A lot of them are snowbirds and they're cash buyers. The last house that I put an offer in before this, I put an offer in for full price the day that it was listed. I was there to see it. We put an offer in that evening for $130,000, and I got bid out. I was devastated. You know, I didn't even get a chance to get into a bidding war, because I would have loved it, but it didn't happen. And come to find out that the person that outbid me was just an all cash buyer, and I can't compete with that. I am financing my house. I do, my parents aren't millionaires. They're not paying for it. As much as I begged and pleaded, they're not biting.
Still not paying for
it. Like they apparently still need a house, so there's that. We kind of went in the opposite direction. It wasn't that we, bartered them down or anything, but really I came in, I just was ready to jump in. And even though it was listed for $119,000, I
knew nobody was getting it.
Yeah,
for that.
I went in, strong with an offer of $125,000. Abby, my realtor, came back, the day after submitting it and saying that they got several offers. So the next round would go to highest and best. And I just really didn't want to lose again. So I bumped it up to $130,000 with no idea what anybody else's other offer was. And luckily they accepted it. And it's been a panic attack since then.
Buyer's remorse.
Yeah, instantly, and the inspection process and everything's been crazy. But, I'm glad that I did it right now. But we'll find out as it goes on. So let's see here. How close to the beach? Talk about the views. So I don't necessarily have a view of the beach. I do have a pretty solid view of the base of the downtown area. I'm kind of in the entrance to it. I'm 2 blocks from Slater Way, like I said, which is an iconic area. I'm, right next to several restaurants, and there's a yoga studio 2 buildings down from me. I can ride my bicycle down to I can walk to the beach. I can ride my bike to my best friend's house, which is 4 blocks down the road. South, yep. And there's one of the big spots in Cocoa Beach is a restaurant called Coconuts on the Beach, which is right there as well. So I have a great view of the downtown area. The city.
Can you see it from your hallway window upstairs? Can you see the ocean? I think you can.
I might be able to. I might be like a skosh. But if I
can smell it.
I feel like if I start here, then I will eventually be able to get to my beach view and then my beach front. So it's just kind of like a stepping stone. And the city of Cocoa Beach has actually embarked on a project. It's going to be a long-term project to put pavers and make the downtown area a lot nicer. So I think as I can improve on my house, then the city, the downtown area will come up with it and kind of help me bring the value up on it to where, I'll get a solidly decent return on my investment. Let's see here. What is the plan for the renovation? So I guess I've kind of went over that a little bit so far. Mom and I started out with the plan of going in for the kitchen first.
That's how we girls roll.
Yeah, it was gonna be. We had grand.
It's just ugly. It's sound.
It's like solid 1980s.
I really don't know about that range. That's my biggest question. It's about in functionality. I'm not sure that there is much of an anticipated life remaining on the range. The other things were the disposal. You need a disposal. Other thing, it's probably functional.
So it's a really good thing that I'm really close to a lot of restaurants because I probably won't be doing a whole lot of cooking until it gets fixed.
Cook
I can cook.
Place, but you don't.
I can.
There's the rub.
Because I don't have a nice kitchen. I would totally cook if I had a nice kitchen.
Okay, then I'm coming over. I'm looking forward to that.
Great.
Good.
So
good.
So the plan was kind of to start with the kitchen, just because it's right at the front of the house, and it's a little boxed off. I would like to open it up a little bit there, and I think that would help make this space seem a little bit bigger because
to bring a lot more light in there.
Yeah, and a lot more light as well. So I'd like to try to open it up, lighten it up. Definitely need some new appliances in there because working with pretty much original equipment. So most of the appliances in there are older than I am, and that's kind of scary.
It's inevitable.
So yeah, that's kind of the plan. And then like I said, there's some issues that popped up in the bathroom during my inspection. The inspector was not able to get any water to come out of the master bathroom shower. However, the toilet and the sink worked fine.
Both operated.
Yeah. So this was a little bit perplexing because there was some evidence because the master bathroom's upstairs. There was some evidence on the ceiling on the first floor where it looked like maybe there had been a leak there and somebody had patched it. And having been a foreclosure and a bank-owned property, one, we don't know how long it was vacant for, and two, we don't really know how well they fixed it, if really at all.
At what point did that leak? Was it repaired for years before and it's just a poor job of patching the popcorn ceiling? Or is that drywall the first thing that needs to come out and the kitchen's going to have to wait a while?
Yeah. So the plan is to first get in there, and since there's no way to tell what the issue is with the water, we've spoken to plumbers and we think that it probably could just be a pinched valve in there. But even if that's the case, in order to get to that, we're gonna have to pop some tiles off, which are already kind of falling off anyway.
And they're ugly and nasty.
I keep saying they're so ugly. They are ugly, but I mean...
And they're nasty.
There's a lot of ugly stuff in this house right now, I'll be honest.
Not really. It's not that bad. You do have another bathroom, so you don't have to worry about not being able to bathe while you're taking care of that shower. You have another full bath upstairs. But that does need... it needs some attention.
Yeah, probably.
Needs some attention.
So,
bleach ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah, so I would like to redo the master bathroom as well, since I'm going to be in there popping off tiles. Don't think those 30-plus-year-old tiles are going to go back on very easily, and it's probably just a waste of time.
I don't think they're going back on. I don't think you want them back on.
I don't want them back on, but I also do want a kitchen, so got to choose. But it's really going to be kind of just level of immediate necessity is probably going to be my plan. And I really like to get rid of a lot of grout lines. I'm not big into scrubbing showers. If I'm going to be within walking distance of the beach, I don't want to spend my weekends cleaning my bathroom. I want to spray it down and go.
2 blocks to the beach, a few blocks to the river. You either be surfing or kayaking and not scrubbing.
No. So the less grout, the absolute better. So I'm thinking 12 by 24 tiles floor to ceiling and minimal grouts. And hopefully that'll help keep my workload to a minimum. I know Guinness won't be cleaning anything. Let's see here. So a breakdown of the cost of the renovation. So my plan originally was to do about $5,000, which for the size of my kitchen, I feel like could just really do a lot. But my
plumbing issue.
Yeah, the plumbing issue is kind of an unknown. Right now, we're kind of looking at about $1,000 to $1,500 to redo the bathroom, and that may depending on when I get into all of this, it could eat into that $5,000 budget for the kitchen. Well, I mean, I don't know. I could be able to put off the bathroom for a little bit longer.
That's true. That's true.
And I could, be able to save a little bit more by then. So I'm really not sure, but right now I could do $5,000 for my kitchen, and hopefully hopefully I can get the bathroom fixed for that.
You skipped one. Is there anything you need to do first before starting your reno?
Oh yes, there is something I need to do first.
One little thing.
One minor detail. Actually own the house. So we are right. That's important. So
closing would be good.
Closing, yeah. My close date we're currently in the process of closing. We've done the inspections. It's just all a matter of the paperwork at this point. And so my closing date is on December 18th. And as long as
Merry Christmas to me. Well, I'll be so proud of you.
As long as my lender does what he's supposed to do, which I'm sure he will. He's actually a really good friend of mine. That I will have keys in hand on December 18th, but really nothing can start until then. So that's kind of why I don't have some solid numbers yet, and I don't even have measurements. But I'm excited to dig into all of that. Mom has like every measuring tape known to man.
I've been fixing things for a while now. A few decades.
So let's see here. What else? Oh man, we're getting into this.
What is your style?
What is your style? Well, so my style is kind of boho, beachy, river, coastal.
I'll buy that.
All of it. I am a Florida girl through and through. Fifth generation. Sixth generation.
Right here on this property.
Sixth generation Florida girl. Leaving the island to go to the beach.
Yeah.
So that's
also an island, though. This is a barrier island, Merritt Island, and Cocoa Beach is barrier island. So you're just island changing.
Hopping. I'm island hopping.
You're island hopping.
I'm island hopping.
Yeah. You can hop right on back over here for dinner.
This sounds so extravagant. I can't hop over here for dinner.
I'm sure you will.
Several times a week. So yeah. Let's see here. I don't know. My style is definitely beachy. I really want to go for a lot of light colors. It's a small space, so I think that'll help open it up. Some light.
Kind of contemporary beachy.
Contemporary beachy.
A little more modern bend.
I wish that I could share my Pinterest board with you because it would just paints a perfect picture. Mm-hmm. I mean, Pinterest is the greatest thing ever created.
So if you know how to do that, you need to let us know.
Yeah, so let's see here. Is someone more tight with the budget?
It's her budget.
It's all on me. So,
fear is real.
Yeah. Ultimately, it's going to come down to I either have it or I don't because I don't have, anything else. And that's why it's going to be a piece by piece. And I think that starting with kind of the focal point of the kitchen would be good, and the master shower because it's something that I'm going to be using on a daily basis, and then I'll work my way around to the rest of it. It's not terrible. I feel like I'm making it out to sound like such a dump, but it needs some updating.
We saw some dumps.
Yeah, we did. We saw
some dumps.
There's some really nice ones too, but they didn't fit in my budget. So let's see here. Describe what the rooms look like right now. So the kitchen, like we said before, is pretty much it's just really outdated. It has these horribly ugly wood-faced cabinets. It's kind of an awkward U-type design. Galley. Yeah, it's very boxy. And it's narrow. It's really narrow. It also has the
low ceiling.
Yeah, low ceiling. It has the laundry room
Back at the back of
tucked in the back of it, and then like right across from it is this like super deep pantry that has these like strange little shelves all around the outside of it, and you have to like almost be like elbow deep before you can reach anything into it.
Go away.
Yeah,
Be a cabinet and run those counters all the way down.
Yeah. So so when you first walk in the front door, to your left, there are stairs to go up to the second story, and there to your right there is a blank white wall, and on the other side of that wall is the deep U part of the kitchen, and I would love to just knock that wall out and get rid of it altogether. I think it would do wonders for letting light into the kitchen and for opening up the area, the downstairs area altogether.
I concur. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. So I have a sneaking suspicion that the boxes for my cabinets are actually wood. So I think that'll save me if I can refinish those and keep some of those. I have no idea if that's
maybe get new doors.
Yeah, maybe new doors. What the condition of those really are. I think that'll save me a lot of money. I know my countertops are this terrible particle board that look like they have survived, lived, long past their days of what they should have lived, you've held
it's
up
kind of chipping off
pretty well. But every time you touch the counter, little bits and crumbles fall down to the floor, and it's another thing I don't want to clean.
The under counter.
The
laminate on top is not crumbling yet.
The bathroom, I would like to do as a kind of a dark gray tile, floor to ceiling, 12 by 24s, like I said, with minimal grout lines. I'd like to do an open bottom. I guess, what is that called? The sink area.
Vanity.
Yeah, I like to do an open bottom vanity.
You're welcome.
With without any cabinets. I have a tendency to shove stuff in places and then
it's never
shut
seen
the door.
Again.
You'll never see it again. So in the bathroom, the less doors I have to hide stuff in, the better off I'm gonna be. And moving out eventually I'll be, because if I'm in there for 5 years, there's the solid possibility that I'll put something in there on day one and it'll still be in there on 5 years later in the same spot, and the door's just been shut. I'd like to do kind of like an open area, something similar to what you see in a lot of hotels. Again, it's on my Pinterest board, check it out. And just kind of, again, an open feel, because the bathroom is, the whole place is small, and I want to try to do stuff that, makes it feel a little bit bigger. So I think floor to ceiling tiles will bring the ceilings up a little bit more, and I think that the open bottoms on the vanity will, not close it off so much. Let's see here. If Reno budget is $20,000 or under, in addition to the projects you're already planning, what are 1 to 2 additional projects you'd like to do?
Your backyard.
Yes, I would love to put. There's the doors to from the living room to the backyard are sliding glass doors that don't really slide very well anymore. And I would love to put French doors there, and just be able to open those suckers up and let the world
Wide
in.
open.
Yes. And then I would love to redo my backyard. I have a backyard and a side yard, which, because my townhouse is the end unit, I have the side yard. And right now it's just kind of like Jumanji.
It is Jumanji. That's a perfect description.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Jungle Town.
It
has not been tended to, except to have the grass mown for who knows how long.
Yeah, no, it's way overgrown. There's actually like a creepy shed back there that has some really old, terrible furniture in it. And I might keep that. I haven't really decided yet.
You have to get to it first.
Yeah, that's catch. Got to get to it first. So I think that my plan,
maybe a deck and some lighting back there.
I would love to do, coming straight out from the existing patio where the sliding glass doors are, I would love to do a wood deck kind of an outdoor entertaining area. Like
Maybe a little fire pit.
Yeah, most of my friends are right around there, so I do plan on doing some entertaining and having mom over and the rest of my family.
To cook for me.
Yes, to cook for me.
And to do some of my laundry for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to this.
She has no idea.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, I would love to do, French doors and the backyard. I'd love to make that kind of a deck and then clean it up and make it a nice outdoor area.
Mm-hmm.
The two of those would probably be the next in line.
That little powder room.
Yeah,
downstairs,
there's the half bathroom downstairs. It's got a sliding
pocket door.
It's got a pocket door.
That's trapped in the pocket.
It's trapped in the pocket. So
it needs to be free.
If anybody's going to be using my downstairs bathroom,
a shower curtain, maybe
for a while. Maybe I might just go super far on the boho and do like the beaded thing.
Yeah.
Beaded doorway.
Yeah. I'll be going upstairs.
But yeah, that's kind of those two. And the stairs have carpet on them. I'm just not a big fan of carpet. I saw something on Pinterest where someone had taken the carpet off, and they painted their stairs, and they did a dark blue at the there's the stair here, and then this part
the riser.
She knows all this stuff. They painted the riser. They did a dark blue and then a baby blue and then a white and then a dark blue and a baby blue and a white all the way up, and it looked really good.
Nice high glossy enamel. Yeah. It's very sharp.
And I think that would go well with the rest of
the contemporary beachy
thing. The decor that I'm going for. There's tile floor in there right now, and it's pretty solid tile floor. At this point, I don't see any reason to take it out. Not to say that I wouldn't love to have wood or different tile in there.
But this is a good serviceable floor.
Yeah, it's not gonna.
We've seen way uglier floors.
Yeah, we've seen no floors.
Mm-hmm. We've seen no floors.
Yep. So I'm gonna roll with it for now. Yeah. Let's see here. When do you ideally want to start? So ideally, my plan has been to get into it first, and then I probably will spend a month just trying to figure out what I want to do, and getting measurements and stuff like that. Being that my close date is December 18th, I'll probably take the time to shop for some furniture, get some stuff in there, a bed.
Spend some time.
Yeah, spend some time and really get a feel for it. I have some pretty solid visions of what I want in there and the style that I want to go for, but really just getting a feel for how it's set up now, I think will help me figure out better what I want to change. So maybe 1 to 2 months. Probably start making some serious plans, maybe 6 months, but some stuff's going to be gutted
some stuff
for
has
sure
to happen.
In the first 6 months.
Yeah, some stuff has to happen.
It can't stay like that for a year. It won't last. I won't last with it the way that it is.
So, does this excite you, Sarah Kathleen?
Yes. And it terrifies me.
That's good. That's a good reaction.
I'm super excited. I'm not married. I don't have a boyfriend right now. I've had enough of that for a while. But I'm doing this on my own, and I've done a lot on my own.
Yes, you have.
I haven't lived with my parents forever.
Sometimes it just feels that
way. Sometimes it just feels that way. I've lived on my own, and I've recently come back, which gave me the chance to kind of save up some money and then buy the house eventually, that I wanted.
So she can stay gone.
Yeah, so I could stay gone this time. And I'm excited. I really am. I think this is the next step for me, and I think that This is going to be something that if I do it right and I do it my way, will really bring me a lot of happiness and hopefully a solid return on my investment and help me, move on into the future with my life. I am scared to death, though, of it. The first night, the last night of my inspection and cancel period, I didn't sleep at all. I called out of work the next day because I just wanted to die.
And what did your mama tell you?
And she said, this is normal. Everybody feels
Even
like
if
this.
you find the perfect house at the perfect price and everything is perfect, you will still experience this.
Yeah.
So don't walk away from this house because of that.
Yeah. And I just kind of stuck it out and listened to Mom, and I feel like I made the right decision.
To your little voice.
Yeah. I feel like I made the right decision, and I'm excited.
And what's the other thing that I told you? What did I tell your sister when she bought her house?
There are going to be nights when you cry yourself to sleep thinking,
Find yourself sitting in the middle of the floor.
What in the world have I done?
What did I get myself into?
I'm still in the excited stage, so
Don't want to think about that.
I don't want to think about that.
Just know that that's normal too.
I'm pretty sure that will come once my kitchen is gutted or there's water spewing out of my shower.
And it's all on you.
And it's all on me.
It's all on you.
Ouch, that's gonna hurt. But that's pretty much it. So, wow, 40 minutes into this. We probably took way too long on this, but there's the whole story. So, sorry you guys weren't here for it.
Yeah.
You, I guess, have a great night and let us know what you think. If you don't like my house, my sister's yard is terrible. So
we do have some other options for
there's
you.
so many other options.
This is a big water surrounded area. We can find you lots.
We've got so many disasters for you. It's not even funny. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks a lot.
Bye.